Well, in this perspective, now you're seeing our world as just a tiny fragment of the whole. And here now you can see the many worlds as all the different many, in a sense, slices of the pie, all the different many parts of the whole. So the whole is, the largest frame of reference that you have. It's the infinite, the timeless infinite whole. And then you see all the universes as less than that whole, and even the infinite number of many worlds all of a sudden doesn't seem so great because each is just a different slice of the pie, and that pie is always whole, and it's always there, and it's always timeless, and always has been and always will be. And all the different worlds the world that we experience, plus all the other worlds that we recognize as possibilities, equal possibilities to our own, are just slices of that whole pie.
Right, and I guess that's one of the things that I think your project has brought to people, and I feel like my project has too, is it's giving people ways to imagine that fabric that everything comes from, that part that is outside the system that we're currently in. And it gives us a way to think not in terms of what came before the Big Bang or what happens after the universe, because that's not really the question. What we're talking about is there's this overall fabric that is always there, and if you want to think of that as quantum fields, or if you want to think of that as indeterminacy, or if you want to think of that as zero, the unfolded everything, it's all really different ways of thinking about the same thing, isn't it?
I absolutely, or God. It's all the ways of thinking about the same thing. Nature, reality, existence, the universe, the infinite universe, timelessness. All those words are referring to the same thing. And it's funny when you think about it that what we have always thought of as nothing and this zero and really taken for granted in a sense, it turns out to be everything. It's always what we've been referring to and looking up and going, wow, it's a big place and what's out there all time, the whole in a sense includes all life, not just life that's been on this planet, but all the life that's in infinite worlds. And it is, as hard as it is to imagine, those are all the slices of the pie, and they're all in there in the whole. And so back again to that, we have such a hard time imagining the possibility or seeing the world as seeing in a sense that balance as being full. And yet, we are familiar with certain concepts such as light as containing all the colors, and we can, perceive the world in that way. It's very possible to switch into that perspective and see all the distinction of worlds as one great whole.
I'm glad you brought up God, because I think that's one of the things that is still requiring some people to take another step forward, is that what we're talking about here can be viewed from a very scientific viewpoint. It can also be viewed from a very spiritual standpoint, and I think both of us agree that what we're trying to work our way towards here is identifying that both of those are different ways of thinking about the same thing. And the people who say, I don't want to talk about this because it's about God, and people who say, I don't want to talk about this because it's about science, while they're certainly welcome to come at this from their own perspective, what we're trying to do here is find the place where all of that meets in the middle. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I certainly agree. It's no coincidence that both of us were, in a sense, with our books and our writing, we're trying to see the big picture and understand, fit in a sense, all possibilities into a model. And my model only more or less looks at the many worlds theory, or the many worlds that are similar to our own. And your model, in a sense, looks at the all the possibilities, and it's no coincidence that those two models fit together and tell the same story. And when we gain a full understanding of reality, then certainly all the different ways that people have tried to interpret the universe and understand the universe fit into that same system. The ultimate system does include both science and religion, or both science and spirituality. Yeah, I could go on and on. It's a long subject.
Well, I think we should wrap it up today, Gevin. But this has really been a great discussion. I hope you're going to be able to do this again with me sometime in the future, because I think you do bring an awful lot of really great ideas to the table, and I just feel so fortunate to have you here as a resource.
Thank you. I feel fortunate, Rob, that there's someone else out there that understands and has written about the same kind of things. This is a great connection we're making, and I hope to have many long conversations in the future.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Gevin. And from Imagining the 10th Dimension, the video blog, this is Rob Bryanton. Bye for now.